Warmest greetings to all my incredible subscribers and new viewers alike. Hello, YouTube friends. Join us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding Shakib Khan. Shakib Khan, born 28 March 1979, also known by the initialism SK, is a Bangladeshi actor, producer, occasional singer, film organiser, and media personality who works in Bengali films, both in Bangladesh and West Bengal. He is widely regarded as one of the most popular and influential figures in Bengali cinema and is considered to be one of the most successful actors in the country's history. In his career spanning about 2 decades, Khan has been the propeller of the contemporary film industry Dhallywood. Currently he is the highest paid actor in Bangladesh. Following his debut in Sohanur Rahman Sohan's 1999 action romantic Ananta Bhalobasha, Khan did not lead to widespread fame. Subsequently, Khan established himself as one of the most successful actors in Bengali cinema. The Badiul film Khokon-directed Priya Amar Priya 2008, in which Khan played a college student with careless attitude, was a major commercial success in his career. His Shikaris new look garnered him praise from the audience and critics and was declared as a blockbuster at the box office, and become the highest-grossing Bengali film of 2016. His 2017 success is Swatta and Nabab, where Swatta won numerous accolades including 5 National Film Awards, 6 Bachsas Awards, 2 Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, and earned him 4th National Film Awards for Best Actor and Nabab, in which he played an intelligence agent from Bangladesh. His energetic performance and re-emergence in the film was praised by both critics and audiences. He has also been involved in a number of high-profile relationships, including with actresses Biswas and Shobnom Bubly, after which, being revealed, he faces nationwide criticism. In 2019, Khan was paid up $5 million for the film Nolok and become the highest-paid entertainers in the history of Bangladesh. Khan is known for his versatility and ability to play a wide range of roles. He has starred in romantic films, action films, comedies, and dramas. He is also known for his dancing skills and has performed in several musical numbers in his films. His other notable films are drama film Shuva 2006, where he played a village boy and earned him highly praised from critics, romantic films such as Amar Prana Swami 2007 and Bulbo Kothabashakor 2009 earned him highest accolades, romantic comedy Odora Jamai 2011, action romantic Don No. 1 2012, political thriller Rainiti 2017, which is highly considers the politics of Bangladesh and created controversy with Khan used a phone number in the film that eventually turned out to be that of a rickshaw driver. That driver later sued him for $60,000 £45,000 sterling, stating that the use of his number led millions to call to his number searching for Shakib Khan. See controversy section for further details. Romantic action films such Bayan Elo Re 2018, Shalwaz 2018 and supernatural thriller Nakab 2018 earned him worldwide recognition. Political thriller Burr 2020 and legal drama Nabab LLB 2021, where he played an advocate and becoming the first Hollywood film to release any OTT platform. In 2011, he made his debut as a playback singer in the film of Moni Yola. In 2014, he made his debut as a producer with the film Hero, the Superstar, and subsequently produced films like Password 2019, but 2020. Khan has earned numerous accolades in his long career, including 4 National Film Awards, 8 Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, 3 Bachsas Awards and 5 CJFB Performance Awards. He won his first National Film Awards for Best Actor in 2010 for the film Balabasliga Banhajay No, where he played as Surja Khan, an independent young man who studied law. His second National Film Award for his portrayal of a boy who deeply loved his mother and got separated from his mother when he was quite young in Shahin Suman Dus Koda Porma 2012. He was noted for his performances in S.A. Hak Alex romance film Arabala Bashbo Tome 2015 and Hashaba Reza Khalal's romance drama film Swatta 2017, and also won 3rd and 4th National Film Award respectively. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore early life through a fresh lens, unlocking new perspectives. Shakib Khan was born on 28 March 1979 as Musab Rana in Ragadi, Maqsadpur, Gopalganj, Bangladesh. Khan's original residence is Maqsadpur Upazila of Gopalganj district. His father Abdurrab was a government officer and his mother Nurjahan is a housewife. The other members of his family are a sister and a brother. He grew up as a teenager in Narayanganj district due to his father's job. His father's job required the family to relocate frequently from one city to another during his school years. In many interviews he said that he did not mind traveling and changing schools. During his 9th grade, when he was residing with his family in Narayanganj, he became interested in martial arts. After that he has done a course in martial arts. In his childhood he dreamt to become a doctor or engineer. He was a bright student and did brilliant results in secondary school certificate SSC and higher secondary school certificate HSC exams but discontinued his study after getting chance to act in films. Besides education, he also had an interest in dancing. Khan met film choreographer and actor Aziz Reza in 1995 and then completed a dancing course under Aziz Reza. In 1998, one day he went to Bangladesh Film Development Corporation BFDC, the only major studio of Bangladesh, on a random visit with Aziz Reza, where he met a photographer who asked him to take part in a photo shoot. During the photo shoot, film director Bubly noticed Khan and offered him to play lead role in his film and he accepted the offer. Although eventually the production of the film did not begin. Later he get an offer for Rafiq Islam's 1998 romantic project Sobe to Shaki Hoche directed by Aftub Khan Tulu. Khan accepted the offer and first time stand on camera. The film was delayed being released, which was later released in the following year. At that time, director Sohanur Rahman Sohan was looking for a new hero due to a dispute with actor Shakib Khan. In 2 different interviews with Kayla Kantho and Chitty, Aziz Reza said that he very much requested Sohanur Rahman Sohan to give a chance Shakib Khan in his film. Sohan agreed to his request and asked to bring Shakib Khan to their office. Sohan then gave him a chance as a lead actor for his upcoming project and later made his debut with Ananta Bhalobasha 1999 directed by Sohanur Rahman Sohan. He was paid only $5,000 for those initial films. Shakib Khan said about his wish. Let's now turn our gaze towards and explore the fascinating connections it has to offer. Shakib Khan was first contracted signed in the film Sobeto Saki Hot Che. He was first to stand in front of the camera with this film, which was directed by Aftub Khan Tulu. Another newcomer Kaizam Sheikh played opposite him. Although Khan's debut film was Ananta Bhalobasha directed by Sohanur Rahman Sohan, which was released on 28 May 1999. Arun Zaman, the younger sister of veteran Bangladeshi actress Mausumi, played opposite him in the film, and it has become notable as the debut film of both. Although the film was not very successful, but Khan as a hero caught the attention of everyone. In the second year of his acting career, he appeared in the film Golem 2000 opposite then the top actress Shabnam directed by Isfahani Arif Jahan duo. On this year, he starred opposite Purnima in the film Ajhid Dapat directed by Ajay Rana, Dujan Dujana opposite Poppy directed by Abasid Khan, and Bish Boranadin opposite Munman directed by Delwa Jahan Hantu. In 2001 several films released by him including Shikari, Shotner Basha, Mayor Jihad, Rangamastan, Hingsha Potan and Bond Hudjokan Shatru. Shopna Basha directed by F.I. Manik, along with Riaz and Shabba. His performance also praised by the critics and audience in the film. In 2002 a number of films released by him including Full Nebo No Ostro Nebo and Stria Marjada directed by F.I. Manik, O Priya to Me Coffee directed by Shahadat Hussain Lighton, Naknuali by Zilla Roman and Bishobappa by Badal Kandekar. In the film Stria Marjada he first time ever appear opposite Mausumi. In 2003, he starred in Sahoshi Manush Chai, Prana Manush, Kmita Dapat and Soba Paul Prem. The film Sahoshi Manush Chai directed by Muhammad Hanan, which was highly acclaimed by the critics and audience and won the National Film Awards in 2 categories. In 2004, he starred in Noyan Bora Joel, Ajkasoma, Bosta Roni Surya, Rukdara and Norsho. On Eid al-Fitr, 3 of his films were released, among them Monwar Hussain Khokon's biographical crime thriller film Kuni Shikda. The film is based on the biography of the Bangladeshi notorious murderer Ershad Sikda, in which he played as Shoyahin Shikda, who became a psycho after the death of his mother and then started killing one after another, and subsequently he became the country's top terrorist and serial killer. Although the film has been criticized at various times for its obscenity, but also has been widely acclaimed as one of the best performances of his career. Mustafiza Roman Babu's Jot Shotru and Montaza Roman Akbar's Lady action-based film Bosta Roni Surya. In 2005, the Bangladesh Film Censor Board permanently revoked the film's license and banned its screening throughout Bangladesh. Although the film was a commercial success and declared as a super hit at the box office. Action romantic film Nosho, directed by Shahin Suman duo, which was the first collaboration between Khan with director. In 2005, his first release is MB Manik's Dirt Horseshow opposite Sakriba Binte Oli. His next project was released in April, which was Mona Khokon's action drama Bad Son opposite Boishaki. His third project release in May, Shahadat Hussain Lighton's action drama Top Leader opposite Niha with Alexander Boo. His next was in June with the same director opposite Nasim Akhtar Nodi, action drama Nobro Hamla. Then on July 1, 2 of his films released simultaneously, which was Nikos Sombad directed by Shahin Suman duo, second collaboration with the directors opposite Boishaki, and romantic comedy Amar Shobno to Me directed by Hasibul Islam Mizan opposite Shabna and Firdaus Ahmed in their first collaboration. The film's story involved around a simple village girl, Suman Shakib Khan, who loves her more than his life. But in the meantime, Firdaus, the only son of a rich family, comes from the city and marries that girl. His acting in the film considered as one of the best performances of Khan's career. He starred in City Terror directed by M.A. Rahim, where he first time performed with veteran actor Mana. In August, 2 of his films were released, where he played opposite Purnima in Shuva directed by Chashi Nazrul Islam, based on the short story Shuva by Biswakabi Rabindranath Tagore. The film received highly positive reviews from critics as well as his performance. For the film, he was nominated in the Lux Channel I Performance Awards for Best Film Actor in both the People's Choice and the Critics' Choice category in 2007. The film added a new dimension to Khan's image as a commercial film star. And second one is Do Number opposite Niha, under the direction of Shahin Suman, in their third collaboration. He also starred with Riaz and Purnima in the film of Bada under the same direction, in their fourth collaboration. His last release of the year was Lulu Kosei, directed by Shahadat Hussain Lighton, opposite Sahar. As we move forward, let's uncover the untold stories and fascinating intricacies of. In 2006, 13 of his films were released, and all of the films were commercially success at the box office and as well as become best-selling films of the year. As a result of this success, his salary increased from 3 lakhs to 6-7 lakhs. In the beginning of the year, he performed in the Dilip Biswas' action drama Maya Marjada, which features an ensemble cast that includes Mana, Mashumi, Shabna, Babita, Saul Rana and Humayun Faridi. His next release was Shahin Suman's action-based Hotline, in their 5th collaboration, opposite Ratna Kabaswiti. Then he starred in Hasibul Islam Mizan's romance film Jonno, in their 2nd collaboration, opposite Shabna and Jonah. In May, his twice release, in the film F.I. Manik's action drama Koti Tekakabin, his ex-wife Apu Biswas first time performed opposite him, which was also an ensemble cast including that Rotsak, Farooq, Manor Hussain Dijal, Shakarita, Misha Saudagar and Sadiq Bakju. The film was a commercial success and first ever pairing of Khan Biswas gained massive popularity as a duo. His second release of this month was Shafiqul's action film Sot Kun Mof with Amin Khan and Nodi. His sixth release of the year was Fi Manik's family drama-based Pitaasan opposite Apu Biswas and Nipanetta in her debut, which was also ensemble cast starred with Amin Khan, Rotsak, Shakarita, Oli Roj, Kozi Hayat and Manohar Hussain Dijal. The film has been selected for preservation at the Bangladesh Film Archive. In August, 3 of his films were released in succession. There's Ori Hassanat Firaz's folk fantasy Rosha Bagni opposite Shabna, Badiul Alam Khokon's action film Hingro Manab opposite Naira and Fi Manik's family drama Chachu opposite Apu Biswas and Prathana Fardin Diggy. It was a commercial success at the box office and Diggy gained widespread popularity. In October, his twice release, the Badiul Alam Khokon's action film Nash Upkoi opposite Shayla and Utamakash romance film Dekaya Pobar Shayla Maya opposite Shabna, which was made in the regional languages with Dekaya and Bar Shayla. In November, he starred Shahadat Hussain Lightens in romantic action Noshoshitra with Sahara and Misha Saudagar. Then his last release of the year was collaboration with Fi Manik in action drama Dadima, which was also a multicasting film. In 2007, his 13 films have been released this year as well. All of his films except Kopal have been commercially successful and become super hit at the box office as like previous year. In the beginning of the year, he starred in Shahin Suman action project Jomaj in their 6th collaboration, opposite Sadika Parvin Poppy, where Khan played dual role for the first time, which performed average at box office. In July, his twice film release, Zakir Hussain Raju's drama Shamir Songza with Apu Biswas, Soul Rana and Bobita. And Aziza Rahman's comedy-based Dr. Bori features an ensemble cast including Jonah, Shabnaz and ATM Shamsuzaman. Then he starred in P.A. Kajal's drama film Amar Prana Swami. The film is the only bumper hit at the box office and became the highest-grossing Bangladeshi film of 2007. After the success of the film at the box office, his salary increased to 12 lakhs, which was the highest remuneration in the history of the country at that time, in which Khan played as a defiant man, which earned him Meril-Prothom Alo Critics' Choice Award for Best Actor for the first time, and Utamakash romantic tragic to Jodi Amar Hoitiri were compared with Mashumi for the first time. On October 14, his 5 films were released on the same day, respectively. They are Utamakash Another Action Danab Shantan opposite Sadika Parvin Poppy, which performed average at box office. Zakir Hussain Raju's drama Ma'amar Shorgo with Purnima and Bobita, Sohanur Rahman Sohan's romance film Kotha Dau Sathi Hope opposite Apu Biswas, which was the second collaboration between Khan and the director, Shafi Iqbal's romance-based Toma Jono Mort Pari opposite Apu Biswas Hasibul Islam Mizan's last project romantic tragic Kopal, collaborate with Mahfuz Ahmed, Shabna, Ridullah Ahmed Raisi, which was failure at box office. In the last month, his 3 more films were released. They are respectively Ambi Manik's romantic Coffin Prem opposite Shabna, Shahin Suman's action Tama Ekbekyola with Mashumi and Firdaus Ahmed, and Shahadat Hussain Lighten's romantic Kabinama opposite Apu Biswas. In 2008, Khan also starred in 16 films, which is the 3rd highest number of release in a calendar year in his career. His first release was Wazed Oli Bablu's action project Raidina Raja opposite Sabrina Sultanakia. His next release was Mohammed Hanan's romance-based Tit Tit Brishi opposite Shabna. In April, he starred in 3 films, respectively there, Wakil Ahmed's romantic action Bhalobasha Dushman with Mana and Shabna, Shahin Suman's romantic melodrama Sultan Amara Honka opposite Apu Biswas and Ratna Kabaswiti, and Shahadat Hussain Lighten's romance film Tumi Shopno Tumi Shavna, also opposite Apu Biswas. Then in May, he starred with Nayak Roj Rotsak and Dilara Hanif Purnima in Fi Manik's romance Baya Prostab. His next project was Badiul Alam Khokon's romantic action Priya Amar Priya, in which he played as a college student with careless attitude opposite Sahara. Khan's dialogue and the use of the phrase, "Many commissioners will come and go in the city but Hridoi will stay here. I'm local here," locale were popular with audiences. After the release of the film, Khan gained widespread fame shortly and gained a large number of fan following. Not only that, Sahara also became an overnight star by acting opposite Khan. Also, Khan's remuneration increased to 20 times. He won numerous awards including Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, Lux Channel I Performance Awards and CJFB Performance Awards for Best Actor. The film all-time blockbuster at the box office with grossed 150 million at the box office, which is the second highest grossing in the history of Bangladeshi cinema. On October 2, his 5 films were released on the same day, respectively. They are F.I. Manik's romantic drama Amaded Choto Sate opposite Apu Biswas and Sahara romance Jodi Bau Sajo Go, which also directed by F.I. Manik, earned him Bachsas Awards for Best Actor. Zakir Hussain Raju's romance Moan Prain Ako To Me, which performed well and become bumper hit at the box office. Another romance project Hridoy Amar Nom directed by Manoj Khokon with his first actress Erin Zaman, which is their second collaboration, and P.A. Kajol's romantic melodrama Ek Take a Bow with Nayak Raj Rotsak, Shabna and Rumana Khan. The film commercially success at the box office and won several accolades, including twice National Film Awards, a Meril-Prothom Alo Awards and his Dhallywood Film and Music Awards as Best Actor. In the last month of the year, 4 of his films were released simultaneously. They respectively, Shahin Suman's romance Tumi Amar Prem with Apu Biswas, Sohanur Rahman Sohan's third collaboration romance film Amayon Amar Pron, Shahadat Hussain Lighton's romance Tomek Bao Banabo with Shabna and Nayak Raj Rotsak, and Shahin Suman's romance Samoli Coloured with Shabna and Amin Khan. In 2009, his 17 films were released of this year as well, which is the highest number of his career. His first release of the year was Shahadat Hussain Lighton's melodrama My Barid Shaker with Apu Biswas, Nayak Raj Rotsak and Humayun Faridi. His next release was Shahin Suman's romantic action Jono Toma Jono opposite Apu Biswas. His next collaboration with Shah Mohammed Sangram in romance Bulbo Kutha Basha Gore with Shabna and Sahar. The film received positive reviews from critics and performed well at the box office and became one of the successful films of 2009. Shabna won the Best Actress Award at the 12th Meril-Prothom Alo Awards for her performance in this film, while Khan and Kanik Chopper also received nominations in 2 categories. In June, his release twice. They are Shahin Suman's romance comedy Bai Bori with Rumana Khan and Nayak Raj Rotsak and M.B. Manik's action Prem Koi with Sahara. In July, also released twice. They are Shahin Suman's melodrama Mon Jikin Hridoysikan with Apu Biswas, Nirab Hussain and Ratna Kabaswiti, and P.A. Kajol's romance Swami Striya Wada with Shabna and Romana Khan. The film received positive reviews from the audience and the critics and won National Film Awards thrice. On September 21, his 5 films were released on the same day, respectively. They are M.B. Manik's romance Yona Mayon, another Shafi Iqbal's romance O Sathi Re, Shahadat Hussain Lighton's romance comedy Bolonakable F.I. Manik's melodrama Maya Haita Behesha Chadi with Apu Biswas, Manohar Hussain Dibjal and Amar and Roy Chaudhary's family drama Shape Name Goem features an ensemble cast including Mashumi, Sahara, Nirab Hussain, Ridua Ahmed Raisi. He later collaborated with Mohammed Hussain Jami in romance Bhalobasha Lol Golop with Apu Biswas and Purnima. In the last month of the year, his 4 films were released as well. They respectively, romantic drama Soba Apor To Me directed by F.I. Manik, where he performed for the first time in the Indo-Bangladesh joint production. It was for the first time that Indian actress Swastika Mukherjee was seen opposite him. The film was released in West Bengal, India the following year as the title of Amar Bay Amar Bon. Almost 7 years later, on 6 March 2017, the film was released in Hindi as Hello Zindagi under the banner of Angel Digital. Atamakash romance Bhalobasha DB Kinabol, Shahin Suman's action thriller Moan Baro Korsha with Apu Biswas, Sabrina Sultanakia and Rab Hussain and Zakir Hussain Raju's 9th project and 4th collaboration romance Amar Prana Priya opposite Bidya Sinha Sahamim, which performed well at the box office and became of the successful film in 2009 in Bangladesh, primarily noted for its soundtrack and choreography. The film All the Song were popular and became hit with audience as well. Song Ki Jadu Korika Bolona was on the hit song listed for a year. It won a National Film Awards and nominated numerous categories in Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, including his Best Actor nomination, as well as earned him CJFB Performance Awards. The following year, in 2010, he starred in Bologna to Me Amar, Prem Main Nobada, Top Hero, Horanjai Jolia Re, Balobas Gaban Hejeno, Takechi Prem Burrow, Jiban Morana Sathi, Prem Porchi, Chehara, Fondo, Premik Purush, Jiban Morana Sathi, directed by Shahadat Hussain Lighton and Hey Prem Hey Bhalobasha. He played the role of Sergio, an independent young man in the romantic revenge film Balobas Gaban Hejeno, directed by Zakir Hussain Royu, opposite Apu Biswas and Rumana Khan. The film was highly successful, critically and commercially, and became the second highest grossing film of 2010 after number 1 Shakib Khan. It won numerous accolades, including 7 National Film Awards, 5 Bachsas Awards and 2 Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, as well as a nomination, and Khan was awarded Meril-Prothom Alo Awards and National Film Awards for the first time. In this year in Eid al-Fitr, he also starred in number 1 Shakib Khan, Chachu Amar Chachu and Nisish Amar Tumi. The film number 1 Shakib Khan, directed by Badiul Alam Khokon, gained commercially success at the box office and widespread popularity. He won numerous accolades for the film, including Binodan Bitchitra Awards 2010, Buro CJFB Performance Awards 2010, Walton Boishaki Star Awards 2011 and Babysas Awards 2010. In Chachu Amar Chachu, directed by Peter Kajal, played as Chachu Trans Uncle opposite Prarthana Fardin Didi as niece, which was earned her 3rd National Film Awards as Best Child Artist, and Nisish Amar Tumi, directed by Badiul Alam Khokon, was a hit at the box office and was one of the highest grossing of 2010. It won twice National Film Awards. In all 3 films Apu Biswas was starring opposite him. All the 3 films received National Film Awards in various categories. As we enter this new phase, let's uncover the impact on our broader topic. In 2011, Khan starred in Koti Teka Prem, directed by Sohanur Rahman Sohan. In Moni Lola, directed by Nolok Afsari, starring Apu Biswas opposite him. He also sung a song in the film for the first time as a playback singer titled Omi Choktul Takali Sergio Luque. King Khan, directed by Mohammed Hussain Jami, starring Apu Biswas and Lamia Mimu opposite him. It is becoming the most successful film in the year, and he won Meril-Prothom Alo Awards and CJFB Performance Awards for Best Actor. He was nominated for the Best Actor in Critics' Choice category at the Meril-Prothom Alo Awards through starring in comedy drama film Odora Jame opposite Apu Biswas, directed by Shahadat Hussain Lighton. In Eid al-Fitr of the year, he starred in Tiger Number 1, directed by Shahin Suman, and has played for the first time as negative role. According to Orchiafindrilla, mainstream Bangladeshi films are always based on a central hero, while female characters are there as objects to complement heroes' actions. She wrote that, as with many other Shakib Khan film titles, the title Tiger Number 1 implies that the stories are solely dependent on the hero, who is the center of the actions. Os Number 1, directed by Mohammed Hussain and Mata Thikana, directed by Shah Alam Kiran, won the National Film Awards and the Meril-Prothom Alo Awards in various categories through starring by him. In this year, he also appeared in a guest role in the film of Khokon, directed by Shane Suman. In 2012, he starred in Saya Mamom Karak, 100% Love, Bukfati to Mukfotina, Ektaka Denmanha, My Name is Sultan, Don Number 1, Kodapurmor and Dika King. He won Meril-Prothom Alo Awards for Best Actor in Critics' Choice category through starring in Don Number 1, directed by Badiul Alam Khokon, opposite Shahara in 2013, which is the remake of Telugu language film Don 2007, directed by Raghava Lawrence, starring himself along with Nagarjuna and Anushka Shetty. In 100% Love, Bukfati to Mukfutina, he starred opposite Apu Biswas and Rumana Khan, which is a remake of 2010 Telugu film Brindavanam, directed by Vamsi Padipalli, starring NTR Jr., Kajal Ogowal and Samantha Ruth Prabhu. The film opened very well at the box office and was declared a super hit and became one of the highest grossing films of 2012. He also starred in Kodapurmor opposite Shahara, directed by Shane Suman duo, and played as the role of Munna, and veteran actress Bobita also played as the role of his mother. The film received positive reviews and declared as a super hit and became the highest-grossing film of 2012 and received several national film awards, including his second national award for Best Actor at the 37th National Film Awards in 2014 for his performance in the film. Besides, in this year, Khan, who holds a record number of remuneration, made the latest surprise by being elected president of the Bangladesh Film Artists Association. In the beginning of the following year, he starred in romantic drama film Devdas, which is based on the famous novel Devdas, written by the untouchable novelist Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay. The film is set in the early years and follows Khan as Devdas Mukherjee, a wealthy law graduate who returns from Calcutta after 13 years to marry his childhood sweetheart, Paro, played by Biswas. However, the rejection of this marriage by his own family sparks his descent into alcoholism, ultimately leading to his emotional deterioration and him seeking refuge with a courtesan, Chandramukhi, played by Masumi. The film, directed by veteran director Chashi Nazrul Islam and remade of the same director's film Devdas in 1982. It received positive response from critics and a good opening at the box office, and won several awards in 38th National Film Awards and nominated one category in 16th Meril-Prothom Alo Awards. Then Purnima played opposite him in Judge Barrister Police Commissioner, directed by F.I. Malik. After 35 years, the three Bangladeshi popular stars Rotsak, Soul Rana and Alamba played with together in the film. It is also becoming success at the box office and praised by the critics. He also played titular role in Nishbat Munna, directed by Badiul Alam Khokon. The film was received mixed reviews and earned huge success in box office. Then he worked with same director's romantic action film My Name is Khan opposite Apu Biswas. The film also received mixed reviews from critics. Despite this, the film became commercially success at the box office and becoming one of the highest-grossing film of 2013 in Bangladesh. In the same year, Mahia starring opposite him in the film Bhalobasha, directed by Priya. It was the first collaboration between Khan and Yoz Multimedia and between Khan and Mahia. The film received mostly positive reviews from critics and declared as a super hit at the box office, and was also highest-grossing film of Yoz Multimedia production until Shikari 2016 released. In mid of the year, he starred in Doctor to Bombay, directed by Uttam Akosh. The film released to negative reviews and failed at the box office. In the end of the year, he starred in romantic action film Perno Dogo Premkani, directed by Shafi Uddin Shafi. Jaya Osan and Arifin Shuvu performed opposite him. He sung a song for the second time in the film as a playback singer titled O Prayo Omi Tu Mahot Chai. The film opened to major critical success and earned numerous accolades. It received 6 Meril-Prothom Alo Awards nominations, with Khan winning Best Actor for his portrait as Joy Shikha and Osan winning Best Actress. The film had the longest theatrical run in 2013, completing over 100 days at the box office. The film was a blockbuster at the box office and becoming one of the highest-grossing film of 2013. After the film's commercially success, a sequel titled Perno Dodo Premkani 2 released in 2016. He starred in Nolok Afsari's 22nd project crime thriller Full and Final as IPS Romeo opposite Bobby Hoke, collaboration between First Time. The film well performed at the box office and became super hit and received mixed reviews from critics. Zia Nazrul Islam of the Daily Star claimed that Shakib Khan plays his role with his usual Shakib style. He couldn't bring anything new to the table. He also noted, considering all factors, Full and Final is made to benefit from Shakib Khan's popularity and Bobby's attractiveness. He also starred in an ensemble cast venture Rakable Islam Rakab's romantic drama Premik No. 1. The film released to positive reviews and performed well at the box office. Adnan Ahmed wrote in the Daily Star that, once again we see Shakib Khan donning the charming loverboy character. He has made the genre his own. In the beginning of 2014, he starred in Iftikhar Chaudhary's Rajotto, opposite Bobby Hoke. It was the first collaboration between Khan and Iftikhar Chowdhury. The film turned out to be a hit and received critically positive reviews, and his performance was highly praised by the critics. Syed Nazmus Saqib of Bangalore Movie Database claimed that he has dragged the whole film alone. He also noted, "There are so many flaws and deviations in the whole film, it can be forgiven only because of the performance of one person. He is Shakib Khan. He performed in Badiul Alam Khokon's Daring Lover as Raja." The film remade of 2006 Bhupathi Pandian's comedy drama film Thiruvallai Yodel or Ambam. The film received massive response and is said to contribute to record-breaking sales in some renowned theatres. Then he founded his own production company SK Films and produced the film of Hero, the superstar, directed by Badiul Alam Khokon under the banner of his company, where he played dual roles, and Apu Biswas, Bobby, Bobita and Newton played with him. The film was released in 120 theatres on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, which was a record number at the time. It achieved huge commercial success at the box office. The film received positive reviews from critics and his performance also praised by the critics. Abdullah Al-Amin Rubel of the Daily Star noted that Shakib Khan has done yet another great job in upholding his character in the movie. Hero the superstar is all about the hero himself, Shakib Khan. He portrayed both characters perfectly. For the film he won the Meril-Prothom Alo Awards for Best Actor in 2015. He starred in Waged Oli Suman's Project Hitman. The film received mixed reviews and faced various criticism. Other films he starred in were Find the Trap directed by Shafi Uddin Shafi, Shrenayak directed by Wakil Ahmed, Khokon-directed directed by Nazrul Islam Khan, and Bhalobasha Express directed by Shafi Uddin Shafi. He also played a guest role in Ek Cup Cha produced by actor Firdaus Ahmed and Doba Sehba Songza directed by Zakir Hussain Rayu. In 2015, he starred in Sohail Anand's first project romantic war-based drama film Ito Prem opposite Afsana Arabindu for the first time. The film performed well in box office and received mixed reviews from critics. He was nominated in the Meril-Prothom Alo Awards for Best Actor in 2016. He starred in Orobalo Bashbo Tome directed by S.A. Haq Alec opposite Pori Moni and won the National Film Awards for Best Actor for the third time in his career for his role in the film as himself. It received positive reviews from critics, and considering its budget the film had commercial success at the box office. His next project Fi Marix Du Prithibi was released before Eid al-Fitr of this year. In Eid al-Fitr of the year, he starred in Shahin Suman's project Love Marriage. The film opened to good at box office and received positive reviews from, and his performance, especially his Dakaya accent, is highly praised by the critics. Rahman al-Islam of the Daily Star noted that the movie is a solid source of entertainment with Shakib Khan adorned in traditional white Punjabi, Lummi and his flawless Dakaya accent. His talent as an actor shines through, despite the absurdity of some sequences like using a helicopter to travel to Shimoli from Old Dhaka. Tabba Tark also noted on the Daily Ittifaq, especially after the entry of Shakib Khan, the way in which he has been performing impeccably in pure Dakaya accent. His performance is to be commended. His next project, romantic action film Rajababu, the power directed by Badiul Alam Khokon, was released in Eid al-Adha, where he played as titular role opposite Apu Biswas and Bobby. The film was released in more than 152 theatres, which was a record number for any Bangladeshi film at that time. The film was successful at the box office and has received critical acclaim. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore from a different angle. At the beginning of 2016, he collaborated with Uttam in comedy Raja 420, in which he played a con artist opposite Apu Biswas. Then in April, he starred in Perno Dodo Prem Kani directed by Shafi Uddin Shafi. Weiss is the sequel of his film Perno Dodo Prem Kani, where Khan played as a cricketer for the first time in his acting career. Mamnan Hassan Iman, Jai Osan and Mashumi Hamid has played with him in the film, which is based on the conflict of two cricketers. The film received positive reviews from critics, and also commercially success at the box office, which was declared as a super hit at the box office. It is one of the highest-grossing Bangladeshi films of the year in 2016. On the same year in Eid al-Fitr, 3 of his films released simultaneously: Shikaris, Mental and Samrat, The King Is Here. In the joint production Joydeep Mukherjee and Zakir Hussain Shimanto's action thriller Shikaris, he played as a professional assassin. He was praised with the first pairing with Tollywood actress Shravanti Chatterjee, also seen with him actors like Sabyasachi Chakraborty, Rahul Dev and Karan Mukherjee. His new look in the film garnered praise from the audience and critics. It was declared as a blockbuster at the box office, and become the highest-grossing Bengali film of 2016. He won the Meril-Prothom Alo Awards and the Telesign Awards for Best Actor through starring by film. The film also won the Nolok Awards for Best Film and Best Actress, and nominated in a category at the Film Fare Awards East. His next project is psychological thriller film Mental, directed by Shana Mahandroni, starring Nusrat Imroz Tisha, first time opposite him, Akhil and Sabrina Pishi, also seen with his. Its story is loosely inspired from the Christopher Nolan's film Memento. Although the film is criticized for various reasons, the film was later dubbed in Hindi, which was unveiled on the Bongo India YouTube channel in mid-August 2021. His next project was Mohammad Mostafa Kamal Raz's crime thriller Samrat, The King Is Here, in which he played a leader of Bangladeshi organized crime syndicate operating from Malaysia, where he played with Apu Biswas, Misha Saudagar and Indian actor Indranil Sengupta. On the same year in Eid al-Adha, he starred in 2 films, one of which is Shama Mahandroni's action film Bosiri opposite Shobnom Bubly, which is her debut film. Zahid Akbar of the Daily Star praised his performance, specifically his Dakaya accent. He noted, "There were some highlights in the film such as Shakib Khan's delivery of the Dakaya accent, which was fairly entertaining. Shakib Khan's presence is the only saving grace in the entire film." The film won 3 awards in the 19th Meril-Prothom Alo Awards. Another was Royu Chaudhary's action crime film Shooter. The film was a commercial success at the box office, placed among the top 10 commercially successful films of 2016, but received negative reviews from critics for its poor screenplay, but praised his performance. Film director Mustafizur Rahman Manik noted on Bangalore Tribune that Shakib Khan is as good as ever in terms of acting. In December of the same year, he starred in Dumatu, directed by Shafiq Hassan opposite Puri Moni. Zahid Akbar has criticized his costume and hairstyles in the film. He noted, "Shakib Khan was not too bad. However, it was clear that he was shooting for a long time. There was no continuity in costume and haircut. He appeared in one scene with big hair, but in the next scene appeared in short hair, which has caused a lot of annoyance." In the beginning of 2017, he starred in Swatta, the film directed by Hashiba Reza Khalil, based on the story of fictionist Soni Hussein's mom, meaning mother, and for the first time Indian actress Pauli Dam played opposite him. His performance in the film caught the attention of the audience of all the classes. The film also success at the box office. At Rising Become, Ruhul Amin appreciated that it was a good idea to start a story with a mainstream hero. He noted, "Sabu means that Shakib Khan also made one of the best performances of his acting career in Swatta." However, he criticized Khan's early performance in the film. It won numerous accolades, including 5 National Film Awards at the 42nd Bangladesh National Film Awards, and Khan won the National Film Awards as Best Actor for the 4th time by playing as Sabu, who is a drug-addicted pervert young son of rich man. On the same year in Eid al-Fitr, Nabab and Rainiti released starring by him. Indo-Bangladesh joint production Nabab, directed by Joydeep Mukherjee, and for the first time Indian actress Subhashri Ganguly played opposite him. The film released in 128 theatres, and become the highest-grossing films of 2017 and become one of the highest-grossing Bangladeshi and West Bengal film of all time. His energetic performance and re-emergence in the film was praised by both critics and audiences. Film critic Zahid Akbar noted on the Daily Star, "From the beginning of the film to the end, Shakib has tried to pour all his talent. He was the nab throughout the whole story. His dialogue and the use of the phrase of the film, trans. There is no caste of terrorism, no country, no religion. Their only identity is that they are terrorists, were very popular with audiences. On the other, Rainiti, directed by Bubly Biswas, after a long year he is seen opposite Apu Biswas. The film praised by the critics and the audience. Rayan Khan, the film critic of the Bangalore Tribune, praised the film's direction, screenplay and performances by lead artists. However, he criticized Shakib Khan's two looks in the same film. He noted, from the beginning to the end of the film he is unrivaled in acting. His eye expression is incomparable. Shakib Khan's look was not in continuity, even though the other actors of the film were look continuity. In Eid al-Adha, he starred in Rangwaz and Ahunka. Shobnom Bubly was the opposite in this twice films. In the beginning of the following year, he starred in political drama film Omi Nita Hobo, where Bidya Sinha Sahamim starred opposite him for the second time after the release of Amar Priya. The film is co-produced by SK Movies with Shapla Media of Bangladesh. Then in April he starred in romantic comedy film Chalboz, directed by Joydeep Mukherjee, which is the remake of his Telugu language action comedy drama film Subramaniam for Sale, starring by Sid Harant and Regina Cassandra. It was first Indian solo production film starring by him, which was produced by Indian production company SK Movies. Subhashri Ganguly starred opposite him in the film, where he is seen with actors like Ritu Dutta, Karma Mukherjee, Kosi Hayat and Ashish Vidyarthi. It received positive reviews from critics after its release. Anindo Maman praised Shakib Khan's performance, especially his comedy. Maman noted on Juganta that Shakib Khan also tried to give the best. His comedy acting was also great. In return he is getting applause from the audience. 3 of his films were released on Eid al-Fitr of this year. In Abdul Manan's comedy drama Panku Jame, he played a stylish son-in-law opposite Apu Biswas, which is their final collaboration as a duo. The film received negative reviews from critics, but earned praise for his performance. National Award-winning director Chaku Ahmed described to him as the soul of Bangladesh cinema for the performance in the film. In Uttamakash regional comedy Chittaginga Ponok Hila Maya, he played as independent protester opposite Shobnom Bubly, which was made in the regional languages of Chittagong and Nokali. Then he starred in director Ashok Rahman's 5th project action crime film Superhero. He played as Iqbal Mahmood Sami, a special force officer. The film created many controversy for various reasons, from filming to release. His next venture is Indian action comedy drama film Bayon Elo Re, which was also directed by Joydeep Mukherjee. He has played dual roles opposite Sravanti Chatterjee and Payal Sarkar in the film. On the same year in Eid al-Adha, he starred in Captain Khan, directed by Waged Oli Suman as the titular role. The film remake of Tamil language action thriller film Anjan, starring by Surya and Samantha Ruth Prabhu. At the end of the year, he starred in Indian supernatural thriller film Nakab of Sri Venkatesh Films. Weiss is directed by Rajiv Kumar Biswas, where he played dual roles opposite Nusrat Jahan and Sayantika Banerjee. In Eid al-Fitr of 2019, he starred in Password and Nolok. The film Password was released in highest number of theatres of the year. It was commercially success in spite of various criticisms, including accusations of plagiarism, theft of song lyrics, not giving time to other film promote. The film grossed 110 million on its 4th day at the box office, which is the 4th highest grossing in the history of Bangladeshi cinema and become highest grossing film of the year. The film won the highest number of awards, including Best Popular Actor in the first Bangladesh Film Awards held in Bangladesh. Romantic comedy drama film Nolok, directed by Shakib Sonnet and team. He played as Shane Talukdar opposite Bobby. The film won in a category award at the Bangladesh Film Awards and nominated in several categories. On the same year in Eid al-Adha he starred in Zakir Hussain Raju's 20th project Mona Moto Manush Palan No, which was the 7th collaboration between Zakir Hussain Royu and him. in which he played as Shedden, an independent lawyer. He played the role for the second time in his career. Earlier, he played Advocate Murad as a lawyer in Hummermuck, directed by Aziz Ahmed Babel opposite actress Eka in 2003. The film performed average at the box office and received mixed reviews from critics upon release, but Khan's performance in the film was highly praised by critics. Rahman Rashid Khan on Bangal Movie Database wrote that he has done justice to his name. Rahman noted, Shakib Khan has been able to do justice to his name in the film. Not with the body, he has performed in several scenes of the film with his eye expression. Shakib Khan's performance while talking to his parents about flashbacks has made me repeatedly wondered that why he is the best. It won several National Film Awards at the 44th National Film Awards, including Zakir Hussain Raju's Best Dialogue Award. In 2020, he starred in Burr and Shehenshah. In the Qazi Hayat's 50th directorial socio-political Burr, he played a defiant youth who works as a professional assassin for a politician. The film marks the first collaboration between Khan and Qazi Hayat. The film is produced by himself, which is his third production. He has previously produced two films titled Hero, The Superstar 2014 and Password 2019. The film story, dialogue and Khan's performance praised by the critics. Zahid Akbar noted on the Daily Star, the audience has seen Burr to see Shakib Khan's performance. Throughout the film he has acted in heroic. The film won National Film Awards twice at the 45th National Film Awards. He played titular role in the Shama Mohammad Roni's fifth directorial venture Action Masala Shehenshah, when Nusrat Faria and Rodella Janat played for the first time opposite him. Despite having set the release date several times, later the film was criticized for not releasing. The feature was theatrically released in Bangladesh amid the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected its commercial performance due to the closing of the cinemas. His next venture is Anonymous 8th directorial project Lidl Drama Nabab LLB, which is the first collaboration between director, opposite second collaboration between Mahia Moi and first between Orchitas Bashir. The project began on 30 August 2020. After 7 months from proposed date due to COVID-19 pandemic in Bangladesh. It was released on the over-the-top media service Itheta due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Bangladesh, and became the first Dhallywood film to release any OTT service. Brace yourself for an in-depth analysis as we navigate through its present and its far-reaching implications. In 2021, several of his films were scheduled to release but were postponed indefinitely due to COVID-19 pandemic in Bangladesh. In Eid al-Fitr of 2022, his Bidroi and Goli were released. In the Shahin Suman's action drama Bidroi, Shobnom Bubly and debutant Suchishmita Mridula performed opposite him. The film was scheduled to release on Eid al-Fitr in 2020. But was postponed indefinitely due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Bangladesh. For the film, Khan paid up with a remuneration $6 million, which made him the highest paid actor in the history of Bangladeshi films. The film created controversy over mispronunciation and its imitation and failed commercially at the box office. In S.A. Haq Alex's fifth directorial project Goli, he performed as a Dholi drummer, where Pooja Cherry played the lead role opposite him for the first time. The film received mixed reviews from critics, despite did not perform well at the box office. In the beginning of the following year, he starred in Bengal Multimedia's political thriller Project Leader, directed by Topu Khan in his directorial debut, where he performed as an independent youth. It stars Shobnom Bubly opposite him, which is the 12th collaboration between Khan with her. The film received positive response from the audience and critics. Critics praised his performance. National Film Award-winning director Mostafiza Rahman Manik wrote in Kalbala, "If we analyze the character and performance, I'll say that Shakib Khan has done a great job. He has carried the entire film on his shoulders alone." After the release, it received huge response at the box office and became a superhit. In the middle of the year he teamed up with Arshad Adnan and Himal Ashraf in tragic romance Priyatoma opposite Indian model actress Idika Paul, in which he played a love failure. Filmmaker and author Siddhartha Sen praised his performance, writing that Khan has shown his full potential with ultimate skill. He mentioned to Shakib Khan as a name with endless possibilities. It received mixed reviews from critics, but got huge response from the audience worldwide. The film was critically acclaimed for its makeup, get-up, and look. Priya broke several box office records, thus re-establishing Khan's stardom. The film has the fastest gross figure collection in the history of Bangladeshi cinema and became the highest-grossing Bangladeshi films of all time with gross collection. Also the highest-grossing film of Khan's career, surpassing his 2008 blockbuster Priya. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of upcoming projects. His several notable films are awaiting to release for various reasons. His upcoming project is Badiul Alam Khokon-directed, opposite Jahar Mitu in her debut. The film began on 5 August 2019, and second lot of the film was ended on 7 October 2019. After that, it is currently stopped due to the producer has been arrested for his involvement in casino activities in Bangladesh. Recently he completed work of waged Oli Suman's project Antotma, opposite Darshan Banik in her Bangladeshi debut. The film began in March 2021 and filming was completed following month, and the post-production will be completed in India. The film's director Waged Oli Suman told the Daily Star that the post-production of the film is taking place in India. If the COVID-19 pandemic is within control, the film will be released on the coming Eid al-Fitr. The film was initially set to release on Eid al-Fitr on 2021. Subsequently, it was postponed due to the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic in Bangladesh. The film release date will be rescheduled when the effects of the second wave of COVID-19 subside. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of film organizing. Shakib Khan elected the biennial election for the first time of Bangladesh Film Artists Association in 2011 and served as its president. Then he was re-elected in the 2015 election, beating veteran actor Ahmed Sharif. It was the second time in a row that Khan has earned the position of the president in the association. Khan quoted that, "I am really happy to be re-elected as the position has given me the opportunity to serve film artists again." Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of film produced. On 10 February 2014, Khan launched his own production company SK Films and produced Hero, the Superstar. After almost 5 years, the actor returned to produce in 2019 with the film Password under the banner of his own production company, which is his second produced film in terms of release. Earlier in 2018, he started producing a film titled Priya, directed by Himal Ashraf. Shobnom Bubly is set to star opposite him in the film. However, the film was not released. It is currently being filmed. As of February 2020, he has produced 3 films. His latest produced film is Burr, which was released on the occasion of Valentine's Day in 2020. Earlier in 2019, he announced the production of 4 films together. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on stage performances. Shakib Khan has also performed on many stages as well as acting. On 24 February 2011, on the occasion of the 2011 Cricket World Cup, he performed on stage at the Tri-Nation Big Show with the participation of artists from the 3 host countries India, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. On 14 November 2019, he performed on stage at the inaugural ceremony of 2019 League at the Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates, hosted by Indian production and distribution company Red Chillies Entertainment, where he has to face criticism for speaking in Hindi language. On 11 December 2019, he performed the stage at the West Trimohoni Honhara Club in Murshidabad, West Bengal, India, at a variety show called Srabanti and Shakib Khan Night Organist to help distressed students and orphans, where popular Indian actress Srabanti Chatterjee performed on the stage with him. On 1 February 2020, he performed the stage at the Golden Jubilee celebrations to mark the 50th anniversary of Char Fashion Government College, where Riaz, Mashumi and Sadika Parvin Poppy performed on stage with him. Speaker of the Gatiya Sanghs Shirin Sharman Chaudhry, Chief Whip Noor Alam Chowdhury and Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee of the Ministry of Youth and Sports Abdullah Al-Islam Jacob were present as guests on the occasion. The spotlight now falls on TV commercials as we delve deeper into its details. Khan first performed in an advertisement called Asian Duplex City. Then in 2013 he worked in the advertisement of energy drink Power. In 2018, he performed in an advertisement of Banglalink, a mobile SIM service provider in Bangladesh, titled Beshi Beshi Kashi Kashi, where Shakib Khan and Nusrat Faria are seen together for the first time. In 2019, Khan starred in another commercial. He is seen as Hercules in this commercial for SMC Orsaline North, directed by Adnan Al-Rajab. In this regard, Khan said, "I have worked with Adnan in an advertisement before it. That work has been appreciated by the audience. His thoughts are quite nice. Can find me in a completely different way. The audience will see the rest on the television screen." In April 2021, he'd done another commercial with the same company, directed by Piplu Khan. In the early September 2021, he participated in a TV commercials for Burger Paints Bangladesh Limited with actress Nusrat Faria. In this section, we'll be exploring in the media. Shakib Khan is widely regarded as one of the most popular and influential actors in Bengali cinema. He is often referred to as King Khan and King of Dhallywood, also referred as Number 1 Shakib Khan, initialism as Nolok in reference to his 2010 film Number 1 Shakib Khan. Khan has prolific career spanning over 2 decades, during which he has appeared in more than 247 films and described as one of the most successful actors in Bangladesh. Most of his films were commercially and critically successful. Khan is one of the most recognizable stars of the present era of Bangladeshi film industry. As one of the most dominant actors in the Bangladeshi movie scene during the Ers and early Ers, Khan is widely considered as one of the greatest and influential actors in the history of Bangladeshi cinema. He is critically acclaimed as one of the finest actors of Bangladesh. In 2013, Khan became the brand ambassador of Bangladesh's energy drink Prawn Power energy drink. It is the first time Khan has made his debut as an ambassador. Then, in the same year, he became the brand ambassador of Asian Duplex Town, a housing project of Asian Town Development Limited, where he participated in its various promotional activities, including commercials, for 1 year. In March 2019, he was appointed as the brand ambassador of SMC Orsaline N. He works to promote the product on special occasions. In the beginning of September 2021, he was appointed as the brand ambassador of Burger Paints Bangladesh Limited. For the next 2 years, he will participate in various campaigns, engagement sessions and other promotional activities on behalf of Burger Paints Bangladesh. In 2022, he has been appointed as the Bangladesh Outreach Brand Ambassador of the North American Bengali Conference (NABC), which is considered to be the biggest gathering of Bengali speakers abroad. He is the first and only brand ambassador in the 42-year history of this conference. Khan was ranked for the first time as a Bangladeshi in the list of top 20 stars of the Calcutta Times Most Desirable Man in the 2019 edition by the Indian media The Times of India's supplement Calcutta Times. The Calcutta Times ranked him 18th out of the top 20 stars, considering the business, audience demand and co-stars of the films released in India starring by him in Us poll. Here he is among the most popular celebrities in Bangladesh. Khan's popularity has been recorded by both Google and YouTube as the most searched and viewed actor several times. Also, television channels hold film festivals every year honored with his films as Shakib Khan Films Festival. As we progress, let's zoom in on personal life and examine its role in shaping our overall narrative. In 2006, Shakib Khan met Apu Biswas while co-starring in Koti Take a Cab in 2006. He allegedly proposed to her in 2008 after completing the movie Kotha Dao Sathi Hobe. They were apparently married in a private wedding ceremony on 18 April 2008 at his Gulshan residence in Dhaka. However, the marriage was kept secret from the media and general public. In 2017, Biswas informed in an interview on News that they were married. The couple has a son named Abraham Khan Joy, who was born on 27 September 2016 in a clinic in Kolkata, India. On 22 November 2017, Shakib Khan filed for divorce and the couple got divorced on 22 February 2018. Biswas had converted to Islam after her marriage with Khan and took the name Apu Islam Khan, but she reportedly reverted to Hinduism after their divorce. Shakib Khan and Shobnom Bubly were rumoured to be dating while shooting for the film Bosgiri in 2016. There were strong rumours that they are married, but the news was unconfirmed. On September 26, 2022, Bubly posted photos on Facebook which showed her with a baby bump. Incidentally, it was the birthday of Khan's son Abraham Khan Joy. On September 30, 2022, Khan and Bubly both officially confirmed on Facebook that they have been married since July 20, 2018, and together they have a son named Shesad Khan who was born on March 21, 2020 in Long Island Jewish Medical Center in New York, United States. He has also done some philanthropic work, such as supporting the Rana Plaza cause. Khan also owns a restaurant chain at Jamuna Future Park in Dhaka named Red Chicken. He has been one of the country's highest taxpayers for 3 consecutive years in the mid of 2019, Khan installed digital machine in 200 theatres across the country. The work of installing these under the name of SK Big Screen started from Eid al-Adha in 2019. The decision also created some controversy with Yoz Multimedia, one of the country's leading production companies. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of political views and its fascinating intricacies. Shakib Khan was supposed to participate in the 11th parliamentary election of Bangladesh in 2018. On 10 November 2018, he said that he would buy the nomination papers for Bangladesh Awami League on 11 November. However, he changed his mind that night and stated that he was not voting. He stated that, "It is not right for mine to leave cinema and be busy with anything else right now. It is possible to serve the country through cinema. So I decided not to take part in the election after discussing with my close ones." Then he wants to vote for the Nauka symbol in favor of Bangladesh Awami League in a video message in the same election. He praised Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in that 1-minute video message. Khan referred to her as a loving mother and a symbol of development. Let's now turn our gaze towards illness and explore the fascinating connections it has to offer. Shakib Khan faced the first major illness in 2008. At that time he had to go to Thailand for treatment. Since then his illness has been a cause for concern for filmmakers. Currently he consults a physician regularly. On 15 May 2015, Khan felt physically ill due to abdominal pain caused by acidity. Then on 17 May, he received first aid at Lab Aid Hospital in Dhaka under Professor Dr. Sohanur Rahman and rested as advised. He was taken to Lab Aid Hospital again on 25 May as he fell ill again. Later, as his physical condition deteriorated, he left for Singapore on 26 May 2015 for advanced treatment. Khan returned to Dhaka on 31 May 2015 after receiving treatment at Mount Elizabeth Hospital in Singapore under Dr. Yeo Sing Kong. On 13 April 2017, Khan fell ill with chest and neck pain and was admitted to Lab Aid Hospital in Dhaka for treatment. There he received treatment under Professor Abdul Wadud Chowdhury, a gastro specialist. In January 2018, he was admitted to the emergency department of Sydney Hospital in Australia due to a high fever during the filming of The Superhero and received treatment for 2 days. On 28 December 2019, he was readmitted to Lab Aid Hospital in Dhaka due to cold fever and gastric problems during the filming of Burr. The film work has been stopped for about a week due to his illness. In this section, we'll be shedding light on impact and recognition and its impact on our understanding of the subject. In an interview, veteran actor and producer Farooq said, "Shakib is a skilled actor. To say he has held the helm of the industry alone for a long time." After the watching film Shikari, Ranjit Malik wrote in a tweet that, "Shakib's performance impressed me. It was not difficult to understand after watching the film Shikari that he is a great actor. I wish his success." Sabyasachi Chakrabarti said, "Shakib is incomparable as a man as he is polite and amiable as an actor." In another interview with City Cinema, he also praised Khan's acting as well as his personality. In an interview with Channel I, Bangladeshi actor Misha Saudagar said that he is a perfect actor. In an interview with Channel I, veteran actor Ananta said, "Shakib Khan is a very talented actor." In an interview, actress Newton said, "Shakib Khan is a very good actor. Not only the actor, but he is a perfect hero in all respects." After he surprised notable Bangladeshi singer and composer Runa Layla on her birthday, she praised his acting as well as his personality and wishes his success. She said, "I always think that Shakib is a very good actor. If he is allowed to play a different characters with a better directors, he will do much better. I know very well about his talent." In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into 2015 protests against Bollywood films and unraveling its profound impact. In 2015, films by Shakib Khan was banned from being screened for the first time by Bangladesh Motion Picture Exhibitors Association after he led protests against the first screening after decades of a Bollywood film in Bangladesh. The Bollywood blockbuster film Wanted opened in cinemas on 23 January 2015 after Bangladesh's censor board cleared its nationwide release, following a 50-year ban on Hindi-language films. But the screenings sparked protests outside cinemas along with wildcat strikes by hundreds of Dhallywood actors, directors and others, who said the release would cripple the local film industry, known as Dhallywood. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on 2017, indefinitely banned by film organizations. On 10 April 2017, actress Apu Biswas informed about his secret marriage with Khan and their children at live show on News. In response to an interview in a national newspaper on 16 April, Khan said, "As more films are not being produced now, the number of employed people is little higher. Many directors will be seen in the list of directors' associations. They are chatting at the BFDC. But how many are working?" Same situation for artists and producers. Bangladesh Film Directors Association became angry over Khan's speech and was criticized in the film associations. Following that, on 29 April 2017, Khan was banned from Bangladesh films for indefinitely, along with 12 film organizations, including the Bangladesh Film Directors Association. The ban notice was signed by Bangladesh Film Directors Association President Mushfiq Rahman Dulza and Secretary General Badiul. Khokon states that the Bangladesh Film Directors Association held a joint meeting with the President and General Secretary of all the film-related organizations. It was decided to unanimously that, as Shakib Khan has spoken in the media including the national newspapers, disrespecting and humiliating the entire film directors of the country. Even now he is giving similar statements. All the film-related crews seem to think that Shakib has despised the film-related professionals of the country. Because the director is the captain of the ship. To insult them means to insult all the crews. Therefore, from today Saturday, all members of the film-related organizations will not participate in the shooting and dubbing of any films with Shakib Khan for indefinitely. In a response to the ban on the film, Shakib Khan stated that, "It is nothing but more a conspiracy against mine. Kozi Hayat sir, Farooq sir, Apra sir have spoken about the issue. But the Directors Association made a decision without hearing anything, which was nothing but a personal anger." Although all of film organizations have faced criticism for this controversial decision, the next day he came to the office of the Bangladesh Film Directors Association and expressed his sorrow and apology. As a result, the indefinitely banned by 12 organizations, including Bangladesh Film Directors Association, was lifted from him on 1 May 2017. As we enter this new phase, let's uncover the impact of 2017 defamation and fraud lawsuit on our broader topic. On 2017, Shakib Khan was sued with fraud and defamation of $5 million for using the personal mobile number of a man named Jaisalmer of Habigan, Bangladesh, in a dialogue for the film re-emergence. The film's director Bubly, Biswas and producer Ashfaq Ahmed were also charged in the same case. Autorickshaw driver Jaisalmer filed the case in Habigan Senior Judicial Magistrates Court in Habigan on 29 October 2016. Jaisalmer mentioned in the charge sheet of the case that actress Biswas said while giving a dialogue in a sequence of the film re-emergence 26 minutes and 12 seconds of the film, "I will not let go of my dream prince again and again." In reply, actor Shakib Khan said, "I will never leave you, my princess." Biswas said again, "How do you know that my Facebook ID is Rajkumari?" In reply, Shakib Khan said, "As you know, my mobile number is." Regarding the case, Khan stated, "As an artist, I just delivered my dialogue. It is not my responsibility to decide whose mobile phone number it is, whether the number is correct or not. It does not come under my jurisdiction. It's the matter of the film's producer, director and scriptwriter. It turns on them. If any other hero in my place had delivered the dialogue, he had nothing to do." Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into 2019 criticism over comments. On 27 May 2019, Shakib Khan claimed a doctorate in film at the founding anniversary of a fashion house called Prem's Collection as the part of promotion of the film Password, and said he can make international quality films in the Sundarbans as well. The video of his remarks spread on social media, sparking widespread discussion and criticism. Many criticized him and made various humorous comments, stats and videos. Khan said about his comments, "Many did not understand my comments the way I actually wanted to explain. I mean, while I love making films, I also have a lot of experience. In that sense, I have called myself a doctorate. Despite thousands of adversities, I am ready to make films. I meant it." On the other hand, the director of the film Nolok said about Khan's statements that the Sundarbans is a jungle. There are no 5-star hotels. As long as I stay, I have to trouble. This is what he meant, that, even if leave me in the Sundarbans, I can make international quality films. In this chapter, we'll be shedding light on 2019 legal notice by Shapa Media and its role in shaping our understanding. On 11 September 2019, film production company Shapa Media sent a legal notice to Khan for not completing the work of a film titled Itu Prem Dhaka, released as Bidrohi on time. In addition to sending the notice to Khan, a copy was also sent to the Ministry of Information, the Secretariat and the Private Secretary to the Prime Minister, Bangladesh Film Producers, Distributors, Directors and Artists Associations. Khan told the Daily Star about the allegations, "I will definitely finish the rest of the work on the film. I also set aside a few days for this. I don't have received any complaint. I don't want to say more anything about this." Let's transition to 2019 penalty by RAJ UK and uncover its significance. On 18 November 2019, a mobile court of RAJ UK has fined Shakib Khan to $1 million with 1 year imprisonment for non-payment for illegally constructing an extended part of his house in Knighton, Gulshan, Dhaka without following the design approved by the Rayhani Unayan Kartripaka RAJ UK. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of 2020 song rights issue. On 29 June 2020, Dilbar Khan, the original vocalist of a song titled Pagalmon, filed a general damages against Shakib Khan and mobile phone service provider Robi Axiata Limited for allegedly violating copyright and digital security laws for using the first 2 lines of song Pagalmon in the film Password, released in 2019 without any official permission. Earlier on 28 June, Dilba Khan had lodged a written complaint against Khan in the cybercrime unit of Dhaka Metropolitan Police DMP demanding in compensation. Our focus now turns to 2016 Sydney rape scandal, an important aspect of our discussion. On March 15, 2023, Rahman Allah, one of the producers of the film Operation Agnipath, accused Shakib Khan of raping another female co-producer of the film. Producer Rahman Allah alleged that Shakib Khan raped a female co-producer of the film in Sydney, Australia in 2016. In 2018, when he went back to Australia, the police arrested him on that charge. Producer Rahman Allah filed a written complaint against him to the Bangladesh Film Producers and Distributors Association, Bangladesh Film Directors Association, Bangladesh Film Artists Association and Bangladesh Film Cameramen Association. In that charge sheet he mentioned, Shakib Khan raped one of our female co-producers. The victim herself also a Bangladeshi origin. She also filed a written complaint against him to the Australian police. I was a witness to that criminal complaint. It is not possible to express in words the social disgrace and slander that she and her family suffered socially after this incident. At some point it becomes impossible for her and her family to survive while seeking justice for rape. He also mentioned in the charge sheet that he was arrested by the police on charges of rape when he went back to Australia again in 2018. Later, on late night of March 18, he went to Gulshan Police Station to file a lawsuit against the producer, claiming the allegation as fake. However, the police did not accept the application of the lawsuit, although the police advised him to file the suit in court. The next day, he filed a written complaint against producer Rahman Allah at the office of the Detective Branch of Dhaka Metropolitan Police. The next day, on March 20, Shakib Khan's Australian lawyer Apple Amin said in a video message that a woman was accused of raping Shakib Khan during the filming in 2016 in Australia. When she went to the police with this complaint, it was solved immediately at that time. He further said, Shakib Khan never had an arrest warrant, no lawsuit, he had never been arrested. Then there is no question of his escape from Australia. In another video message on March 22, lawyer Apple Amin revealed a confirmation letter from the Australian Police Authority. He also showed an email received from the Police of St George Detective Office in this video. In view of this, on March 23, he filed a lawsuit against Rahman Allah in the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate CMM Court of Dhaka on charges of defamation and extortion. Khan's lawyer Tanvir Ahmed told Prothom Alo that the court recorded Khan's statement. Soon after, the court took note of the allegations of the suit and issued a summons to the producer Rahman Allah to attend in the court on April 26, 2023. Then on March 27, he filed another suit under the Digital Security Act against producer Rahman Allah in the Cyber Tribunal of Dhaka for defamation and extortion. According to Prothom Alo, Cyber Tribunal Judge Amplitude Modulation Zulfikar Hayat ordered to the Police Bureau of Investigation (PBI) to investigate the lawsuit. The court ordered the PBI to submit the investigation report by June 6, 2023. Then on 13 April 2023, producer Rahman Allah also filed a defamation lawsuit against Khan in the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Court of Dhaka. The court ordered the Police Bureau of Investigation (PBI) to investigate the suit and submit the report. In this regard, Khan's lawyer Carol Hassan said that they have come to know about the matter. A lawsuit has been filed against his client Shakib Khan. The court did not directly take cognizance of it, ordered the PBI to investigate. The matter will be dealt with legally in due course. On April 26, 2023, Rahman Allah surrendered to the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate CMM Court and applied for bail. However, this bail was opposed by the plaintiff. After hearing both sides, the court granted Rahman Allah bail on a surety of $10,000. At the same time, the court ordered the transfer of the suit to the Dhaka Metropolitan Sessions Judges Court for trial. Then on April 30, producer Rahmat filed another suit against Khan for defamation in the First Joint District Judge Court of Dhaka, seeking financial compensation of $1 billion. Rahmat's lawyer, Tabarak Hussain Bhuiyan, told Prothom Alo that film actor Shakib Khan made defamatory statements against his client producer Rahmat in various media. Through this, Rahmat has suffered irreparable financial and social losses. The value of this losses is $1 billion. His client has filed a money suit on Sunday to recover this amount. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of awards and nominations and explore its various aspects. Khan has earned numerous accolades and become one of the most award-winning entertainers in Dhallywood, with more than 30 awards, including 4 National Film Awards, 8 Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, 3 Bachsas Awards and 5 CJFB Performance Awards. For the role of Surja, an independent young man in the family drama film Bhalobasha in 2010, he has received his first National Film Awards for Best Actor at the 35th National Film Awards in 2010. For role of Munna, a boy who deeply loved his mother and got separated from his mother when he was quite young in the action drama film Khokon-directed, he received his second National Film Awards for Best Actor in 2012. In 2015, he portrayed as himself, a famous film star who later fell in love with a simple girl and committed suicide for her in the romantic drama Ananta Bhalobasha, and earned him his third National Film Awards for Best Actor. For the role of Sabu, a drugs-addicted spoiled son of a rich man, who keeps himself out of society in romantic drama film Swatta 2017, he received his fourth National Film Awards for Best Actor. He has won total 8 Meril-Prothom Alo Awards, which is the highest number of any male film actor. He received his first Meril-Prothom Alo Awards for Best Actor for Amar for the role of Royu in 2007. In addition to this, he won the award 7 more times. In 2016, he portrayed as Sultan alias Raghib, a disguised professional assassin with mysterious past, tasked with assassinating a top government official in the action thriller Shikaris. He received his 8th Meril-Prothom Alo Awards for Best Actor. Prior this, he also earned a Telesign Awards for Best Actor Bangladesh. Khan has received and honoured as New Generation Actors at the 4th Chalokitra Mela in 2012. In 2022, he was also honoured with Bachsas Awards 2022 for his outstanding contribution to Bengali cinema. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, growing, and exploring.